I see you're getting sweaty, kinda. So are the questions getting...
Yeah, it's harder and harder.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm not, but I trust him, so it's B.
Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Funded Trader, the new exciting game show where your trading knowledge can you win big. Can you guess who is our first contestant? We couldn't choose anyone else but Jan Srajer, our head of trading. So please welcome Jan in the studio.
Thank you so much for the invite. Good to see you again.
Thank you for coming to the studio, Jan. How do you feel? Are you excited about the game?
I honestly don't know what to expect, so I've never done this before, but I'm quite excited. I want to win the challenge.
So there is a 100k challenge prize.
Okay.
So I will explain you the rules. Basically, you have to answer 10 multiple choice questions, with each correct answer bringing you closer to the 100k challenge.
Okay.
You have 2 lifelines, so you don't have to purely rely on yourself. So there is a 50-50 and a video call with a friend.
Okay, so I need to call someone that knows a lot about trading, I guess.
Absolutely. Plus, there is 1 checkpoint.
Okay.
So it's very similar to the classic game Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I guess you know the game, right?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. Have you watched it?
Yeah, when I was younger, when I was like 10 or 11, I was watching this with my granddad. So I kind of know the rules, but I don't really know what questions to expect since it's about trading.
So the first question is, what does the term PIP represent in forex trading? A, percentage improvement point. B, price index point. C, profitable investment portfolio. D, percentage in point.
Well, the issue is that I know it in Czech, but I don't know the translation to the English. But from what I see here, I would guess D.
Are you sure?
Well,
Maybe you could use the lifeline,
really,
right? So you could call a friend.
No. I would go for D. I think it's gonna be right.
Okay, yeah, it's correct, right? So in trading, PIP is a standardized unit used to measure the change in the value of a currency pair. It represents the smallest incremental movement in the exchange rate of a currency pair. So for most currency pairs, 1 pip is equivalent to 1-digit movement in the 4th decimal place of the exchange rate. Jan, I know that you took some time off in December. You spent some time in Dubai, right?
Yeah.
How was it so far?
Dubai is amazing. I absolutely love it. And we just spent the whole Christmas holiday in Dubai, in Atlantis. So this was actually like my first vacation in 2023 because I was in Dubai already in October, I believe. But it was just like a work trip. So we are working here, working on the business and also trading and so on. So in December, I just took the time off.
So you didn't trade at all?
No. I wasn't trading. I wasn't paying attention to none of my businesses and so on. And it really helped me a lot. So it gave me plenty of energy. I spent a quality time with my girlfriend. So that was great.
On Instagram, I saw that you did some shopping as well. So what nice did you buy?
The highlight, I would say the watch was the highlight.
Wow.
So I bought a second Rolex.
Nice one. So
yeah.
Are you the guy that will collect watches?
Yeah, I absolutely love watches. I'm trying to get another one, which is going to be a Rolex Sky Dweller.
I heard that it's not that easy to buy a Rolex, right?
Yeah, exactly. But I was lucky enough to actually get it from the 80 without any waiting list. 80 is an authorized dealer. So I just went to the Rolex and it was stock. So I bought it. Yeah, I was really lucky.
What is the waiting line? It's like for Hermes that you have to wait like 5 years for getting.
Well, it depends on what model you want. But for example, the Datejust that I have would be like 1 year, 1.5 years normally. So I was really lucky that I got it from the 80.
Nice present, right? For you.
Yeah.
The question number 2 is, what is the nickname of the trader whose real name is Michael Huddestone? A, FX Cartel. B, ICT. C, Lit FX. D, FX Culture.
Yeah, so it's ICT. And it's funny, why I was smiling is that when I was going with my car to the office here, I was actually listening to podcasts with ICT and he was saying his real name, so...
Okay, so that was pretty simple, right?
Yeah, this one was easy one.
Congratulations, you just win 5K challenge
All right.
and you are closer to the first checkpoint.
So 2 more questions, right?
2 more questions and you will be safe.
Let's
So
do
2 more
it.
questions to get a 10K challenge. So let's move to the third question. In trading, what does the term slippage mean? A. A sudden market price movement. B. The difference between expected and actual execution prices. C. The time it takes for an order to be filled. D. A technical indicator used in trend analysis.
Yeah, so I think it's B.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you really sure?
Yeah.
Yes, B is correct. Slippage is the difference between expected and actual execution prices. We know that slippage can happen in various market conditions, but it's more common during periods of high volatility, low liquidity, or when placing large orders that exceeded available liquidity in the market, mostly during the economic news.
Yeah.
How to avoid slippage?
Well, there are like more ways how you can avoid it. It depends on if it's caused by you're using too much of volume, which happened, for example, today in the morning when I was entering with 25 lots into short on euro dollar, which is quite a lot on prop firm. Mm-hmm. So basically 2 ways how you can do it is you can start building up your position. So instead of entering with 25 lots with one order, you're just gonna do few limit orders or few market orders. So let's say 5, each order is gonna be 5 lot. So this is one way how you can do it. And basically the second case that's most common, I would say, is trading during news and after the news events, which most of the time I'm trying to stay on the sidelines when something like this happens.
So you don't trade
I'm just
during
not touching
news?
the chart, not touching the MetaTrader. But when I'm trying to predict the news, which from time to time I do when I have like good confluences and good bias. So for example, this is what I did last Friday with NFP. I would say just like try to enter before the news. So this is what I do. So I enter usually like 2 minutes before the news. And if normally my position size would be like 10, 15 lots, I would just do 50% of it. Mm-hmm. So 5 or 7.5 lots, because I know that there's going to be a slippage. If my stop loss is hit, it's going to be on absolutely different level from what I was planning to or where I was planning to get stopped out. You know what I mean? So I would just like lower the position size, and that's probably the only way how you can really avoid it during the high volatility events.
How did you go with this Friday trade?
It was amazing. Actually, I made like $6,500 on it. So
nice one, nice one.
yeah.
So I think it's time to move to the fourth question. And fourth question is a 10K challenge plus it's a checkpoint.
Okay.
So, who is known for the famous trading rule, cut your losses short and let your profits run? A. Warren Buffett. B. Jesse Livermore. C. Paul Tudor Jones. Or D. George Soros. This one is kind of difficult.
Yeah, it is, because I've heard this sentence, million times.
So many times, right?
But I've never heard it from, or I'm not sure who said it actually. So I would probably do 50-50.
So are you sure you want 50-50? Maybe
Yeah.
you can call a friend.
No, I think he won't know. So
Okay, so let's do 50-50. Paul Tudor Jones or George Soros?
So I was thinking C before I said 50-50. Mm-hmm. And so now the C is still there. I will go for C.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think C is correct.
It's pretty tough with like George Soros, right? Because
yeah, I've heard about him. I've read some books and so on. Mm-hmm. But I really don't remember who said this. Okay. So I would go for C.
Yeah, C is correct. Paul Tudor Jones is a prominent American hedge fund manager known for founding Tudor Investment Corporation. He gained fame for successful macro trading strategies, notably predicting the 1987 stock market crash. What is your favorite quote that you kind of follow?
That's a tough one. I'm thinking if I have one. Well, I'm actually saying this a lot on the live streams, that you should keep your losses small and winners big. but now it looks bad that I don't know from who said it. But
I think it doesn't matter who said it, right? Still, it's very important to keep it in mind, because sometimes I forget about it, and then some losses are pretty deep, I have to say. So
yeah, I would go for this one with trading.
absolutely. So checkpoint is done. So you will walk away with 10K for sure if you
Okay.
don't answer correctly the next questions. So let's move to the fifth one. In forex trading, what is the significance of the carry trade strategy? A. Profiting from interest rate differentials between two currencies. B. Executing rapid buy and sell orders within seconds. C. Utilizing leverage for maximum capital exposure. D. Speculating on earnings reports of major corporations. I see you are getting sweaty, kinda. So are the questions getting more difficult?
Yeah, it's harder and harder. Yeah, like one thing to keep in mind, I've never used this strategy, and I think a lot of people think that I just know like everything about trading. I know a lot about my trading style, but about other things not really, So this one is quite hard.
You have as much time as you want.
Okay.
And plus, you still have a friend that you can call.
Yeah, actually, the friend that I'm planning to call is we are trading together, so he'll know a lot about like the prop firm trading and so on, but definitely not about the carry trade strategy. So I think I would go with A.
Maybe you can think
No,
about
no.
it again. No, no.
10K is fine for me. I'll go with A.
Yeah, of course. A is correct. A carry trade is a trading strategy that involves borrowing at a low interest rate and investing in an asset that provides a higher rate of return. A carry trade is typically based on borrowing in a low interest rate currency and converting the borrowed amount into another currency. So I won't ask you a question whether you have ever used a carry trade strategy.
Never.
And the reason why? It's something that you are not interested in, or?
That's a good question. I don't know. I honestly don't know how to really use it in practice. So I don't know if it's like a swing trading strategy or it's more of a shorter term strategy. But I've never really came across it. So yeah, that's probably the reason why I've never used it.
Okay, so for people that don't know you yet, so what is your strategy? Are you a swing trader, scalper?
I'm more of a day trader, intraday trader. So I use I hold the positions for multiple hours. Let's say 6 to 8 hours, usually in average. Sometimes I just turn the strategy or the trade into a swing trade, so I hold it for like multiple days when I have my confirmations. I'm definitely not scalper, but I would class myself as like intraday trader.
And have you ever tried scalping before?
Oh yeah, I did. I was actually scalping for like a year and a half, but it absolutely
How
got
did
me.
it go?
It went well from like the profit perspective, but it was terrible from like psychology perspective, and basically I felt burned out after 18 months. It's like so much psychology pressure, and you got to be in the zone, like focused for 6-8 hours a day. You are taking 15-20 positions a day, so it's really a lot of pressure, and I think it's not really something that you can do for a long run.
You mentioned that you are a day trader, sometimes swing trader. So are you trading every single day in a week? Or do you have any specific day in a week that you trade most?
That's a great question. Well, I wouldn't say I trade every single day. I analyze the chart. And if there is any opportunity, then yes, I do trade. But if there is like nothing on the chart, which is like case of yesterday, for example, there was no setup. I'm just staying on the sidelines and I'm doing other things.
Okay. So what kind of things do you do? Because sometimes people, they just feel that they have to do something, so it's hard for them not to trade.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's great that I'm also running other business, online business, so I take care of that. If there's nothing on the chart, I have like informative products, so we either shoot some videos or we do like some PDFs, because we are planning like a huge announcement to our course, which is going to be about fundamental analysis, and we already have like 500 PDF pages about fundamentals.
Wow.
So that takes quite a lot of time to create. So if there's nothing on the chart, I'm just doing other things like these.
Great. So let's move to the next question. We are halfway through. Which of these instruments is the most traded one for traders? A. USD JPY. B. SPX 500. C. JBP USD. D. Gold.
So from my experience, I think it's gonna be D, because like every single trader that I know from for traders is trading gold.
Seriously, do you think
Yeah,
so?
yeah. So I'm not sure. It could be S&P 500. It's definitely not gonna be USD JPY, and I also don't think that it's gonna be GBP USD, because you have definitely more volume on Euro USD than GBP USD, I believe. So I would go for gold.
And D.
D.
Gold is correct.
Perfect.
Yeah, the most traded instrument is gold. That is traded by more than 90% of our funded traders. What about you? So what do you trade most?
Well, most I trade Euro USD, because from my perspective, if you use fundamental analysis, which I do, I don't really show it on the live streams because it's too complex, but I use it in my strategy. I think it's easiest to really do some like longer term prediction on Euro USD than on gold, because gold is definitely more volatile with like geopolitical events like wars and things like this. Euro USD obviously also, but not that much. But I also do trade gold, but definitely not that much as I do trade Euro USD.
You mentioned fundamental analysis. So how much time do you spend on fundamental analysis and how much on technical analysis?
Well, basically I have like team of traders or people that are trading with me, and one of them is like purely focusing on fundamental analysis, and he's doing all of these reports and so on. So I would say he spends like 7 hours a day just analyzing. But the question was how much time I spend. So I would say like 30 minutes a day on fundamentals and 15 minutes a day on technical analysis.
So you passed the sixth question, so you answered them correctly. So you are now in your hands. You have a 25K challenge. So congratulations. And
Thanks
if you
so much.
feel like you can walk away with a 25K challenge and you don't have to continue in the game.
No. My goal is 100K or nothing. There's no other way, no other option. So I'm going
Because
for 100K.
if you don't answer correctly the next question, you will walk away with 10K.
Okay. So I said 100K or nothing. So I'm gonna do a giveaway of the 10K challenge.
So if you
If I lose now and I'll get the 10K, I'm gonna do giveaway for my community.
Okay. Deal done. So let's move to the next question. Which of these companies is the largest by market cap as of February 6, 2024? A. Meta. B. Nvidia. C. Alphabet. D. Amazon.
That's a hard one for me,
That's hard one, right?
because I'm putting some money into stocks, but I'm definitely not investor.
I just sold Meta like a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I saw it on your Twitter.
Yeah, 152%. I was lucky.
No, you are skilled. I'm thinking if I'm gonna call my friend. Yeah, I'll probably do it.
Shall we call?
Yeah, let's do
So who are we gonna call?
it. His name is Philip.
Okay.
He's running a business with me, and he's also trading. Not really a lot as I do, but he's starting with trading career. So let's call him.
So let's call Philip. Hello, Philip. Welcome in the show.
Hi guys, good to hear you.
Yeah. So how do you know Jan? Do you know him?
Oh yeah, we were trading together. We were coming around some strategy together, so we know each other very well.
Yeah. So he's trying to answer the seventh question. He is a little bit lost, so he wants you to advise him which is the correct answer. So Jan, you have 30 seconds.
So Philip, listen, please. Which of these companies is the largest by market cap? A. Meta. B. Nvidia. C. Alphabet. D. Amazon.
There was a huge growth on Nvidia, so I think Nvidia is leading the market from these companies now.
You think that they are more valuable than Amazon?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, well, I don't know a lot about stocks. Thanks.
Jan, so what is the correct answer? Is it A. Meta, B. Nvidia, C. Alphabet, or D. Amazon?
Well, I would personally say D, but Philip said B,
So,
and I think that he's better investor than me, so let's do B.
are you sure?
Well, I'm not, but I trust him, so it's B.
Okay, so your friend Philip said B. Nvidia. And I have to say, this is not correct.
And what was the correct one?
To make you feel better, D is not correct either.
Okay.
So, Alphabet with a market cap of $1.8 trillion.
Yeah, I'm not a stock investor.
I'm very, very sorry you didn't make it, so you will walk away with 10K challenge,
Yeah, that's
which
fine.
you mentioned that you will give it away.
Yeah, I'll do a giveaway for my community. My goal was 100K. I didn't get it, so I'm gonna give it to my community because I think for like novice traders, for beginners, it's gonna help them a lot to kick off the career.
So what about you? Do you invest in stocks? Because you mentioned earlier that you do invest in stocks, right?
Yeah, I do. I buy like the major stocks like Apple, Google. I have Amazon. I was buying a little bit of Nvidia because Philip said that there was like a big hype about it. I have Tesla, but I'm not putting a lot of money into stocks. The reason is that firstly, I'm not that good in stock investing. That's the first thing. But the major thing for me is that how I think about investing now is that I'm 19 and I still don't have like a huge capital, and I think it does make more sense to just like invest into riskier investments. So like cryptocurrencies. I'm planning to do like other businesses. So I'm investing more into these things than actually into like stocks. I'm gonna start investing into stocks once I have like millions of dollars under management, but for now I don't have yet. So that's how I think about it.
Nice one. Jan, here is your 10K challenge. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'm gonna give it to some traders from my community or some trader. I think it's gonna help them a lot in kickoffing the career.
Nice one. It's very nice of you. And thank you for being part of this game.
Thank you so much. It was quite fun.
Yeah. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed our Who Wants to Be a Funded Trader. If you want to be the next one who will sit here in the chair, let us know in the comments below. And you might be the next one who will win our 100K challenge. So see you next time.